So I recently read an article in Collider ranking every comic book movie performance nominated at the Oscars. As you might have guessed, Heath Ledger's Oscar-winning performance in The Dark Knight was Collider's choice for #1. I certainly don't disagree, but it got me thinking, why was his performance so good, and how did he prepare for the role? Stay tuned for the video.
Anachronic.
Welcome back, everyone, to Anachronic Comics, where we dive deep into the world of comic books. I'm Joe, and today I'm starting a new series called Cinematic Conversations, an occasional episode where I, and sometimes guests, do an analysis into a comic book movie performance. In this first episode, I'm doing a deep dive into a performance that, in my view, has redefined the genre of comic books and superhero movies: Heath Ledger's portrayal of Joker in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight. In 2008, Heath Ledger brought to life one of the most iconic and terrifying villains in cinematic history. Today, we'll explore why Heath Ledger's Joker is considered by many to be the single greatest performance in the history of comic book and superhero movies.
I know the truth. There's no going back. You've changed things. Forever. And why do you want to kill me? I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you? Go back to ripping out mob dealers? No, you complete me. You're garbage. You kills for money. Don't talk like one of them. You're not.
Let's start by looking at what made Ledger's Joker so extraordinary. From the moment he appeared on the screen, Ledger's Joker captivated audiences with his unprecedented and chaotic nature. The Joker is a character that demands attention, and Ledger delivered that in spades. Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker in The Dark Knight was nothing short of extraordinary, and he employed a range of specific techniques to bring the character to life. Let's do a closer look at some of the methods he used.
How about a lie? You want to know how I got these scars? My father was a drinker and a fiend. And one night, he goes off crazier than usual. Mommy gets the kitchen knife and defends herself. She doesn't like that. Not one bit. So, me watching, he takes the knife to her, laughing while he does it. He turns to me and he says, "Why so serious?" He comes at me with the knife. "Why so serious?" He sticks the blade in my mouth. Let's put a smile on that face. And why so serious?
One of the defining aspects of Ledger's performance was his commitment to the role. He spent months preparing, immersing himself in the character's psyche. Ledger was known for his dedication to method acting, and for the Joker, he took this to new heights. He isolated himself for weeks in a hotel room, diving deep into the character's psychology. During this time, he kept a journal where he wrote down the Joker's thoughts, feelings, and even sketched out ideas. This immersive approach allowed him to fully embody the character's chaotic and unpredictable nature. Ledger collaborated closely with the film's makeup and costume designers to create the Joker's iconic look. The smeared makeup, greasy hair, and disheveled clothing were all carefully crafted to reflect the character's chaotic nature. Ledger often applied the makeup himself to ensure it looked as messy and as imperfect as the character's psyche. Ledger's dedication to understanding the Joker's mind resulted in a performance that was both chilling and mesmerizing. Ledger's Joker was a departure from previous interpretations. He brought a sense of realism and darkness to the character that had never been seen before. The Joker was not a cartoonish villain, but a deeply disturbed and menacing figure. Ledger developed a unique voice for the Joker, which was a blend of a nasal drawl and a sinister tone. He practiced this voice extensively to ensure it was consistent throughout the film. Additionally, his physicality was crucial to the performance. Ledger's Joker had a distinctive, almost serpentine way of moving with exaggerated gestures, a hunched posture. These physical choices added to the unsettling and eerie presence of the character. The physicality, the voice, the mannerisms, everything about Ledger's performance was meticulously crafted.
Heath was somebody I'd met with over the years for different roles. Indeed, I'd met him for Batman at the same time as I met, every actor at Channel. He explained why he didn't want to do something like that. He was sort of polite about it, but very clear. And so I was sort of surprised to get the call, because it really more came from his end about wanting to get involved, wanting to talk to me about what we'd be doing. I sat down with him for a couple of hours, with nothing for him to read, but we saw absolutely eye to eye on the bigger picture idea of who this guy was going to be. And Heath was just ready to do it. He was ready to do something that big.
I'll settle for it up on.
So after that first meeting, it was very clear to me that it was going to be incredibly exciting road to go down.
Even director Christopher Nolan has spoken about the impact of Ledger's performance. In an interview, Nolan described Ledger's Joker as, quote, fearless and utterly compelling, end quote. Ledger's collaboration with director Christopher Nolan and his co-stars was essential to his performance. Nolan provided Ledger with the creative freedom to explore and experiment with the character, while his co-stars, including Christian Bale, supported and reacted to his choices. This collaborative environment allowed Ledger to push the boundaries of his performance. It's no wonder that Ledger's portrayal left such a lasting impression on both audiences and critics alike.
Pretty smart, huh? The guy that hired you, they just do the same to you. Criminals in this town used to believe in things. Honor, respect. Look at you. What do you believe in, huh? What do you believe in? I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you a stranger.
Ledger's willingness to improvise added an element of spontaneity to his performance. Some of the most memorable moments in the film, such as the Joker's slow clap in the jail cell or his interaction with the hospital's remote detonator, were improvised by Ledger. These unscripted moments added depth and authenticity to the character, making him feel more real and unpredictable. Ledger's Joker was not just a character in a movie, he was a force of nature.
I do best. I took your little plan and I turned it on itself. Look what I did to this city with a few drums of gas and a couple of bullets. Huh? You know what I noticed? Nobody panics when things go according to plan. Even if the plan is horrifying. If tomorrow I tell the press that I'm like a gangbanger, boy, I should. or a truckload of soldiers will be blowing up. Nobody panics, because it's all part of the plan. But when I say that one little old mare will die, well, then everyone loses their minds. Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. Oh, you know the thing about chaos? It's there. You live. You die. Now we're talking.
To capture what was in essence the Joker's anarchy, Ledger drew inspiration from various sources, including the comic book The Killing Joke and the character of Alex Delarge from A Clockwork Orange. He also studied the mannerisms and behaviors of psychopathic and sociopathic individuals. This deep psychological preparation helped him portray the Joker as a truly menacing and deranged villain. The result was a character that was both terrifying and fascinating. Finally, Ledger's commitment to authenticity was evident in every aspect of his performance. He aimed to make the Joker feel like a genuine threat rather than a caricature. This commitment resulted in a performance that was both terrifying and mesmerizing. The impact of Ledger's performance was immediate and profound on audiences and critics alike. Critics hailed it as one of the greatest performances of all time. Roger Ebert called it a performance for the ages, and it's hard to argue with that assessment. Ledger's Joker elevated The Dark Knight from a superhero film to a cinematic masterpiece. And let's not forget the legacy of Ledger's performance. It earned him a posthumous Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, making him only the second actor in history to receive an Oscar posthumously. His Joker has become the gold standard for villainous performances in cinema. Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker is a testament to his incredible talent and dedication as an actor. His techniques and preparation transformed the character into one of the most iconic and memorable villains in film history.
Now you complete me.
So there you have it. Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker in The Dark Knight stands out for its sheer intensity and transformative nature. While other performances in superhero movies have been equally compelling and impactful, Ledger's portrayal remains the benchmark for its groundbreaking approach and enduring legacy in the comic book movie genre. Thank you for joining me on this first episode of Cinematic Conversations. Do you agree with my assessment of Heath Ledger's performance? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, remember, why so serious?